What is one cult classic or hidden gem that you're dying to tell us all about?
Friday after next. Pick a card.
Yes. Okay. So this one says, what's a sports or Olympics moment in history you wish you could have experienced live?
I want to get the year right. What was that? The 68 Olympics? The,
Yeah,
the
I
fist?
agree. I
I
agree.
mean, for those black athletes to be that brave, knowing that they was already facing death just by being there,
Yeah.
and to do that at that moment and to rattle the world, I think that was powerful. So I imagine being there or seeing that live was like, wow. I mean, you had to feel
I
proud to
agree.
be black. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, and just the solidarity of it, of like these two black men that like are risking
yeah.
their careers, their everything they worked for, everything their life has been up to that point.
And the white brother that stood in solidarity with him.
Right.
Yeah, he stood in solidarity with them too. I mean, we can't forget his story well because our lives is
Absolutely.
always important as well. But yeah,
Absolutely.
I would love to be at that event.
So mine, I think, would be the Dream Team year,
Mm,
because that's something I've never experienced.
mm.
Like, just, I don't know, it's just certain moments in history where you're like, that might not ever happen again, that you're just seeing so much greatness come together and the athleticism. So I think that would be really fun.
It was dope. I can
Yeah,
actually remember that time.
I do.
It was, but for us, it was like it was really about America and showing our strength because up until that moment, college athletes went into the Olympics and they got their butts kicked every year by all these other countries, and we know we're the best basketball players. So for them to do that and go out there and just dominate everybody, that was
That's
pretty
cool.
good. What is your first memory of seeing a movie or play in a theater?
I'll say first play, because I really enjoy going to the theater. First play would have been an Alvin Ailey dance
Mm.
performance that I saw that my mother took me to. Um, just describing the experience, like I really have an affinity for just the performance world and like seeing
Mm-hmm.
people of color really express themselves in a manner that like is true to ourselves, genuine to ourselves,
Hella
using
black.
our music, our it's just a different experience than like other kind of plays and performances. So that for me was quite magical.
I wish I could experience that. I'm from like rural Virginia, so we don't have a lot of theater art, especially with the young. To be able to experience that at a young age, I can imagine that would be powerful. Mine was I can remember, probably it was a drive-in movie. Yeah, The Last Dragon, Bruce Leroy,
Okay. Okay.
which kind of gave me that same experience hearing you talk because it was like a drive-in movie and it was like all the black people in town was there and you got all these beautiful black people on screen and we've never seen us in this like martial arts type feel, but yet it was so cultured, there was so much black music in it. It was like,
Yeah.
it was great. Like I could remember being proud of being black and just wanting to have that glow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This one says, did older people in your life complain about the music you listened to as a youth? Was it justified?
Hell no, it wasn't justified. No, I still talk to my mom to this day about this. Like, so my mother, she gonna curse. You know, that's
Okay.
how she talk. You know, I
Okay.
grew up with every word in the book, but you know, when NWA came and I'm bumping the tapes and different music, she would find my cassette tapes and rip out. I don't know if y'all remember the tape had the tape. She would rip the tape out. Like I had just saved up money to get a tape, and she would rip the tape out simply because it had curse words in it. And she would be like, "Why you got this beeping tape and you in the bleep beep bleep? You shouldn't be listening to this." And I'm like, but now today, she would probably play that song before I would.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's very
So
funny.
yeah, when hip hop came in and gangster rap came in, it was like
It was different.
I mean, the world bucked against it. I mean, it was, we didn't even have our parents supporting us. So it was like, but it was something that we knew was great, and it was us.
Yeah. I don't know if it's just parents in general. Like, do
Hmm.
they do they forget what they listen to, or like, because I definitely had the same experience, just with kind of the new age and them feeling like the music was more raunchy,
Hmm.
but
Hmm.
we were listening to like Me and Mrs. Jones or
Come on.
something, or like
Th-
some other
Their music,
songs
their,
that they, yeah,
their
like
music's getting
Super
canceled
Freak,
right
or
now, right?
like what, like it's just all the different songs that theirs had a little bit more hidden innuendos, but it was definitely racy, like ours.
But, and I have to catch myself talking about today's music as well. You
Right,
know, um,
right. I
I
see
think we all
myself
gotta.
falling into that same trap, but it's the time.
It's
Yeah,
their time.
yeah,
It's them.
exactly.
You know, everything evolves, right? And it's
Definitely.
as long as we're still here and we're still doing our thing, and if I can look at it and see that it's authentic and it's black, I probably have some love and respect for
I,
it somewhere.
I can get with that.
Yeah, that's good.
What's your most memorable food experience of all time? What was so special?
Food,
Yeah,
most memorable food
experience.
experience. Okay, I've been to Africa,
Okay.
and they cooked a cuisine. And when I tell you everything that it looked like did not taste like it.
Okay. What did it taste like?
Honestly, it tasted a lot like different parts of the earth. It was
Okay.
like it wasn't. They didn't have a. It wasn't a. I didn't go to a metropolitan area of Africa. I went to the Gambia and in a rural part. So everything they cooked, they grew, or something they can store for a long time. Wasn't a lot of seasoning. Um, and I stayed there for a week, so I had to come accustomed to eating it.
Okay.
And when I tell you, when you eat the food, you can almost tell exactly what part of the earth it's from. Like if that's some dirt, or this was some grass, or that came from a
A
tree.
tree. Oh,
Like you really can taste that, and that was like mind blowing to me because over here we don't. There's none
wow.
of
You
that in
can't.
our food. You don't know.
Yeah,
You,
that's not
you ain't
really
gonna
there.
pinpoint where it came from. So I thought, I mean, as far as like flavor, no, I'm not gonna sit up here and say it was the greatest thing as far as flavor I taste, but I can probably say it's the most natural things I've ever tasted.
Interesting. I've never thought about like how different the food
Oh my
could
God.
taste there.
I mean, it's almost different everywhere in this
Yeah.
country and this world. So it's
Okay, so with that same thought in mind, I would say Jamaica, the fruit I had there was just amazing. I'm also obsessed with plantains. So, like, the experience, like, just so flavorful and just, I don't, where it's like made from love. Like, it feels different. It nourishes you and like,
yeah,
it's
like
just,
somebody cared about that fruit, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
And when it's truly like coming from the earth in a way that is
it
like
was meant to
free,
be.
yeah, free from all the radicals and the GMO and all the just all the things that America
Yeah,
does to us. Yeah,
it sucks, but I think it's great that we can get out and experience. I think everybody, especially our black people, we got to get out and experience food in other places, so we'll know, and then maybe we can come and change our diet a little bit and live a little healthier life. Maybe.
I could agree with that. I do think though that like I enjoy that we create like an experience with our food. I feel like
Me too.
we are the kind of curators of the brunch experience and like just really kind of and like obviously holiday cooking like
Oh
that's
my God,
nothing to
yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
we know how to do that. But just really like creating like an experience around our mealtime is I think just in and of itself like amazing and like an experience
I
every
mean, what
time.
we do around the table is us. That's everything. I mean, being from the South and coming back from Virginia from Thanksgiving and just looking at all the food and everybody just bringing dishes and knowing that everybody that bring a dish in the house know that their stuff is right because they ain't nobody gonna bring nothing iffy. And it's
It's
not
not the
even
test
said.
time.
You don't even have to know. You just know that everything in there is gonna be good, because
Yeah,
that's just what we do. That's just kind of, and a lot of us can do it naturally, and it's
that's true. It's like something innate in
something.
our
It's in our
spirit.
DNA. I mean, come on. Like I was just telling someone, like for sure, I probably have my great 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 grandfather's nose on my face. So why wouldn't I have his taste buds? Why wouldn't I have his emotions
Wow.
and his
I didn't
knowledge
think of
for
it like
cooking
that.
or something? You know what I mean? Like it's in our DNA. We
Yeah.
just gotta look for it and tap into it sometimes. Drawing, dancing, or dribbling down the soccer field. What's your favorite form of artistic expression?
If I'm participating, probably dribbling down the soccer field
Mm,
because I'm a little bit more athletically inclined than
okay.
like drawing. Dancing is always fun. Like
Hmm.
dancing, I'm not a professional dancer,
For
so
sure,
that's
for sure.
not my first choice, but dancing is something that can definitely get a lot of, energy out and expression.
Do you dance a lot though? You like to dance
Um,
although?
I like to dance, but again, I think my first would be like dribbling down the soccer field
Hmm.
to just get out a little energy. I'm competitive, so it's like,
Right. Okay.
oh, we're gonna we're
Okay.
gonna really get out some of that aggression and
For sure.
other kind of energy I have to express myself.
That's dope.
What
That's
about you?
dope. Been an athlete my whole life. Um,
What sport did you play?
Played football, basketball, and I ran track. I went to college on a football scholarship. Officiated college basketball. I mean, sports has been a huge part of my life. I watch it all the time. But when I tell you, when I want to feel better, I'm dancing.
Okay.
I am cutting on some music. I'm letting loose, whether I'm in a car, I'm at home. I love to dance. I mean, I grew up
Right.
loving Michael Jackson, and
Is it
since
the
that,
music that creates that
it's the,
like
it's the, mu-
environment for
it's the
you?
music, it's the
Okay.
drum. Like, I'm learning now to like to get more instrumentals, because it's really the music that really I want to change that emotion and get that rhythm. I don't want to take in other people's
Yeah.
trauma and
The
drama all the time.
words
You know
of
what I
it
mean?
can
Yeah,
kind of lose the just feeling of the
right.
music.
Some
I
of these
agree.
producers are just killing it right now, and I think it get washed up over some of the lyrics.
Okay. Let's see. If you could see a concert, this is a good one. Okay. If you could see a concert from any musician, alive or dead, who would you see?
Gosh,
That's a
I
good
just told you I was a huge Michael
one. I
Jackson
know.
fan, and
That's a good one.
it was, and I would love to see him live. Never had that opportunity,
I'm going to agree with you.
but at the same time,
You're not going to see him?
James Brown
Okay.
was the one that influenced Michael. And as I get older and I look back on James Brown, I hear about his life, like that dude was energy. That guy was the initial magic. But I think if I had to, I probably would go see Michael for sure. But I don't know. I don't know. Michael would go see James Brown. I know that.
I would agree with you on Michael.
Mm.
I've I would also raise you a Whitney Houston just because
I seen Whitney.
I have seen Whitney too. She was, I think, my first concert my mom took me to, but I didn't experience her as like an adult, and that is like,
I see that. That's
like
different. Right.
even I would also, okay, so this is not the question, but I would also love to see like Tupac, Biggie, but if I had to choose one, I think Whitney might win it for me. Whitney and Michael tied for sure.
Mm.
All right, last card.
All right.
Okay. What is one cult classic or hidden gem that you're dying to tell us all about?
Wow. Cult classic or hidden gem?
That's a tough question.
It is. All right. Recently was talking about the best cult classic Christmas movies.
Okay.
And one of my favorites that I do, and I think no people don't talk about, is Friday After Next. That is a Christmas movie.
Okay, I like that one.
a
Yeah,
cult
it really
classic.
is a Christmas movie.
And we need to talk about it. It has a lot of great actors in it. I think it's hilarious. It should be mentioned up there with the other great Christmas movies. And that's how I feel about that. But when I was looking at the list that was going on, I'd never seen that one on there.
Okay.
I mean, Ricky Smiley was a doggone
Was
Santa Claus.
I, yeah. You're
He was
right
a
about
thief,
that.
but it was
That's a
Santa
cult
Claus.
classic.
Right.